This is Monday, October 28th. We have a consolidation throughout most of the day. We did get this inversion fair value gap that we traded back into and looking for potential upside movement. We have some buy side liquidity up here. And so we just got triggered in. Let's see if this order block can hold and this fair value gap can hold. It's Monday, so I have my TP at 2-1. 630 just hit and got this down movement here. Could be getting a divergence on NAS. So after getting my limit triggered and being in profit, we did come back down to around our entry level, so we'll see if this London Open price can hold. Do still have this divergence here, so I'm trusting that. So let this trade play out. So we came back down, filled in all the 50-minute busy into this order block, and we did get a bullish candle here. And so ideally, I would like it to see bullishness from here, but if it gets down to this low and closes below where this alert is, then I'll probably get out. We did get a bearish candle, but we did not close at the wick. We maintained the busy discount, so still looking for that bullish candle. Maybe if it creates a fair value gap, I'll take a pyramid entry. We ended up going really close to my stop loss at the 7 a.m. candle. So we went down, up, and I believe we did not create a fair value gap here, but we'll see if we can get bullishness from here. And if not, then it's a loss for the day, and that's okay. We did get some expansion up higher. I believe that we shouldn't come back down. I wanted to keep expanding, so I'm gonna move my stop. So ideally, we did have this big wick here that we are engulfing. If we can maintain the 50% of this wick, then I would like to just see it continue going higher. Move my stop up to this low. So that low is the low that of this fair value gap. It's going higher. Keep and looking for price to get up into here. So we did come back to the 50% of the wick. We'll see if this candle can close above this wick. If it does, I'll mark execute. Stop loss at this low here. I made the mistake of executing on this account, on the challenge account, than my personal account. So my entry got moved higher. I'm gonna move this stop. So we'll see if this low can hold. It's basically 8 a.m. right now, so we could get that time on our favor to go to the upside, make a low, and then go higher. So
Stop filled.
pyramid position was stopped out. Let's see if the original position can hold.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
So I'm glad that my pyramid position was managed with risk. Just gotta wait and be patient. Not gonna have every trade win. That's why it's important to just be disciplined.
Filled.
So I stopped out of my trades, losing day to day. It's all right. After this losing trade, I have a divergence here with US 30. We created a fair value gap here, so I have my limit orders in. The only thing that is not ideal is the time. It's 9:26. So we didn't have a lot of movement today. We do have this weekly opening gap here that we haven't traded back to yet. But I am going off of this divergence. We'll see if we can get an entry and then take out the liquidity that we were looking at before. There was a trade set up here right after I got my pyramid stopped out. So we have divergence here at the highs with US 30, created a fair value gap, and would have gotten triggered here, stop loss here for 2-1. That would have been here. So would it look something like this? 2-1 would have been hit, but it's all right. Now I'm just waiting for retracement back into fair value gap or the open, and then we'll see if price can go higher from here. We basically hit our entry. The low is at 5868.75. My limit is at that level. So not sweating it, just waiting for it to hit. We just got a big down candle. We'll see if we can create a fair value gap here. Preferably, we would like it to get overridden with bullish candles and then use that support to go higher. We'll see. So we got a close, but it didn't close below or beyond the 50% of the order block. So we'll see if we can get bullishness from here. Ideally, I would like to see bullish candle here, but if this candle closes bearish, most likely the stop will get hit. NAS is almost at its low as well. We don't have divergence yet again. So if we can maintain this low on SPX and take out this NAS, take out this low on NAS, then we'll have bullish divergence confirmation. We got a huge bullish candle, which is good for us. Because we're so close to our entry, I don't want a pyramid. So I'm just gonna wait, see what happens. We didn't get a 5-minute divergence here, so just being patient. So this big bullish candle is now being overtaken with this big sell candle, so that's why it's a reminder to myself that waiting for fair value gaps is important. I would not, like I said, have pyramided here just based off of this, so I'm glad I stick to my rules. The time aspect of it is also not the ideal, so I did consider afterwards taking the trade of going half size because it's not an A+ setup. So right now, I just have to be patient, see if this bearish candle will hold as an order block, and make fair value gaps a little higher, or if we just keep going down. And after this trade, I'm just done for the day. So I'm in drawdown right now. I noticed myself I'm in doubt, just because price is moving down, and something that I considered was maybe that we had this expansion here and then continue lower into this weekly opening gap. Most likely going to be an inside day. We haven't really moved a lot this day, so that's, I guess, the reason why I'm still waiting for it to expand. But as long as we don't close below here, then my trade is still valid. I'm putting an alert here, close below and close. It'll be a partial loss, I'll be done for the day. In terms of the number of candles, there's just one bullish one, and then we have potentially 3 down closing candles. So if we get a 4th one, not confident about. Something I did notice though was, so daily is bullish, and on the hourly, the 50% of this range from here to here is right at this high right here, which was used as a place of rejection. It didn't go all the way down, but we did get a break of structure, expanded up. So ideally, we would like to maintain this low. Time-wise, it's almost hitting 10 a.m., so it could, if it's going to run, I would like it to run around 10, 10:30, and then by 11, hopefully we'll be in profit. So 10 a.m. just started, which means the hour candle just closed. We'll see. We have this big wick here. If we can get above that, move up higher. We did consolidate around this C, and then did get one expansion higher, and then the second one here. I don't think we need to get back to this, but if it's bullish, that's going to alert that we came back down again to 50% of the order block. So that could be good that it's doing that at the beginning of the hour. Failed to see was the news for the week. So it is NFP week. So if Monday isn't moving, it's better to just wait till Tuesday, because then it's most likely to consolidate for the day. But I have no regrets on taking this trade just because of the potential for it to move on Monday. If it's consolidating today, then tomorrow is probably going to be an expansion day. We get a divergence here between US 30 and SPX. We'll see if this divergence can hold. I like how we started that at the beginning of the hour, and we'll see if we can continue higher. Recap, we ended up losing the trade with this candle right here shortly soon after the recording ended. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 down close candles. We did get a pop-up, but we got taken out here. So the lesson here, I failed to look at news. I believe I would have still taken this trade regardless, but I was considering a pyramid position here if it created a fair value gap. It didn't, and it didn't close above this wicks 50%. But I did take an entry here after we did get a close of this high with this candle here. Was this a good pyramid? Maybe, maybe not. We did only go like 25% ADR at this point. There was not a lot of movement. This one though, not the best setup here because of the time. I believe I took this odd trade because of the time, because I lost these 2 positions after I was in profit, and then I realized that this could have also been a potential setup, and I felt like I may have missed it. So I took this setup here. That's something to note for myself. I realized I was overanalyzing every single candle and trying to predict, force my will kind of on it. Just a small range Monday on NFP with no news. Also, I guess it is interesting to note that we have a regular trading hour gap that's pretty big to here, which is about 37 points. So maybe that signals that it's not going to be a huge expansion day.
I'm not entirely sure about that yet. What I am saying though is that there is significance in the gap in how the New York session plays out. We often see this getting filled, like this one, this one, this one. We use that fill and then go lower. We got this huge gap here that it did eventually fill. And then we have this one here with a big expansion. So this is just a good case study to see.